This person really looks forward to spending time with you. You are the highlight of their day. There's a sense that you are able to kind of bring them back around to focusing on what really matters. This is somebody who gets a lot out of your conversations with one another. They love basking in your energy. This is somebody, it feels like, that they love just listening to you talk about things. They love your perspective. They love the way that your mind works. They love your priorities, your goals in life, your worldview. With this energy of you have the most beautiful soul, this person sees you as like a living work of art. You are perfection in their eyes, and they feel so lucky to have encountered someone like you in their life in general. And it feels like, especially at this point in their life, where they were kind of just going through the motions, sort of sleepwalking through their day, and all of a sudden you've come in like this pop of color that has really awakened them. This is somebody that is trying to find ways or even excuses to kind of like be in your presence more, talk to you more. They're kind of, it feels like as well, trying to work through something where they almost don't want to come on too strong, or don't want to make you feel like that they're being too pushy energetically towards you. But there's a sense of like, I'm craving you. I just can't get enough of you. I want to be closer to you. I want to get to know you more. I want to spend more time with you. We also have, it's you I have been looking for my whole life. So this person is very certain that you are somebody that they want to explore long-term partnership with. This is not somebody that needs to sit and kind of like think about, well, am I ready for love? Am I ready to go all in on a relationship? They might have been entertaining doubts like that before. We're kind of just, very sort of nonchalant, not really like desperately seeking, their forever person, but open if somebody new came along and they could have fun and something casual could happen. And then they met you and everything changed. This is somebody that is like very motivated to come in closer, to start to kind of work in that direction where they can officially claim you as their own, where they have all kind of the rights and responsibilities of a partnership with another person, romantically speaking. And this is a sense that this has also kind of closed some doors within this person's mind in terms of like thoughts that had been, directed towards sort of like, I wonder if I'll be spending the rest of my life alone. I wonder if I'm ever going to meet someone. It feels like this person kind of like spent a lot of time like in that fantasy realm, almost like manifesting a partnership, manifesting you, manifesting this situation, because this is somebody that has longed for companionship, although they have been very comfortable in their own energy. And so without knowing it, they might not have even known anything about law of attraction, and yet they were calling this in very unconsciously for a very long time. Feels like you and this person have been connecting with one another in the higher realms. Your higher selves have been connecting, for years, like prior to now. And so now that you are here in this physical reality with one another, there is a sense of certainty within this individual that's making them very alert. Like, I need to pursue this person. I need to step in closer to this situation. This is something that feels in alignment, not just with what I'm looking for, because of all the beautiful and wonderful qualities that you're bringing to the table as a person, but there's also something within them, like at a higher level, at a soul level, that has kind of like done a double take, almost like, hey, this is what I was manifesting in. This is that other energy that I've been connecting with for so long. Even if this person isn't really spiritual or doesn't, know about things like higher selves, or again, like law of attraction or manifestation or anything like that, there is some sort of like higher part of their consciousness that is aware. They've been, tuning into you. You've been tapping into one another for a very, very long time. And so the moment is finally here, where obviously you both have free will. It takes effort, materially speaking, in order to kind of bridge that gap between that higher connection and whatever happens in the material realm. But there is a sense that a lot within this person is kind of pushing them to be brave in this situation, to open up, to not keep their guard up, to not hold back, to try not to be self-conscious about kind of a sense of almost being very intimidated by the idea of kind of like, my search is over. And it feels like this is like a lifelong search. So for a lot of you, this could be your forever person. And like, this is finally the time where that real love, that true love story, the love of a lifetime unfolds for the two of you. And so there's something where this person is almost, unconsciously kind of putting to rest aspects of themselves that had always maybe felt unfulfilled, or had always been kind of scanning the horizon, scanning the airwaves, kind of like, where is that complementary energy? Where is that person, that is my other half? Everybody has a somebody, so where's my somebody? And now there is this experience where, you're here in their world. There's this opportunity that presents itself between the two of you where something more can happen. And so this is something where this person, it feels like, is shedding a lot of layers of like even just energetic attachments to other potential timelines they may have been trying to call into their reality, or even just that energy of questioning, kind of like just hoping or dreaming about, I wonder what that would be like. It'd be nice to be in partnership with a person that I can really relate to, I can really connect with. Even energies that they had been sort of feeding into pessimism, or trying to just sort of harden their heart after a lot of disappointment or a lot of lonely years, to sit very comfortably in the experience of like, I'm okay in my own energy. And so this is something where they're releasing a lot of those kind of places where energies within themselves were kind of like feeding into sort of sustaining or maintaining these different possible scenarios, or these different sort of psychological stances that they had to take in order to, kind of create sort of a balance for themselves, or a particular worldview as far as love and romance is concerned, and their role in it up to this point in time. And so this is something where this person is kind of like, they're gathering their energetic resources, it feels like, to take a bold step towards you with certainty, so that whatever happens next has like a very high likelihood of leading to something very stable and long term. We also have, I'm really attracted to you. So it feels like this person is normally very confident. They might even be kind of cool, calm, and collected. They're able to, sort of hide their emotions. They don't sort of easily kind of get all gooey for other people. It takes them a while to maybe trust or to open up to people. But with you, this is almost something where they felt that you clicked very immediately. This is something where they felt very comfortable in your presence very quickly. And so they may be wrestling even with the idea of that, not like an uncertainty about, oh, I don't know if this is safe for me to kind of feel this emotionally, but almost something that is, again, kind of like disconnecting from aspects of themselves that had been holding on to disbelief that they were ever going to find like a real partnership, or somebody that, could kind of like connect with them on these deeper levels, or would make them feel these kind of like deep and beautiful feelings, especially as quickly as they have felt them with you. So this is somebody that wants to, be very open, very vulnerable in this connection. They don't want to hold back. They don't want to make you kind of like chase, affection, or try and have to kind of, sort of convince them to open up. This is somebody that wants to be very forthcoming with their feelings. They want to kind of create this shared space between the two of you, where what is on their mind, what is in their heart, what their intentions are. And they want you to as well feel comfortable and feel free, to express yourself in all range of your being, to just be fully yourself in their presence. We also have, I can feel your energy even when we are apart. Yeah, so your higher selves are definitely, playing the matchmaker in this circumstance. It feels like this person couldn't ignore you if they tried. This is somebody that doesn't feel like they want to turn away from this. They don't need more time. They're not giving in to that pathway of fear. And so this is kind of like all aspects within are saying that it's go time in this situation. Ways in which they have kind of stepped forward to you so far, and you've responded very positively to that. That's given this person a lot of encouragement, to continue to be themselves, to continue to present themselves in this way, in new and different sorts of ways. This feels like something that this person just kind of has to sit in this energy of like, wow, it's finally my turn. It's finally my turn to have this like beautiful love story. And it's not just, hey, I found someone that's like a good partner for this time in my life, but this is something where it feels like almost destined, that that there are, billions of people on this planet, but you're like the person for them. You are the person that kind of like fits, not just in what they were sort of hoping to experience in a loving partnership, but you keep surprising them with ways in which you just continue to be so amazing or so perfect, or kind of check off all these different boxes that they didn't even know they could ask for. They didn't even know these were, kind of qualities that could be embodied all within one person. So it feels like this is helping to give this person sort of like a fresh perspective on what's possible in love for them. In general, it's kind of changing their beliefs in love, changing their view in love, changing how, they have been showing up. It feels like in this partnership so far, or in this, connection, like wherever you're at with one another, it's motivating them to continue to be very, very bold in their declarations, very brave in their steps forward towards you, very self-honoring, and listening to that higher self, listening to that intuition, which it feels like is very insistent that something more happened between the two of you. Like, you didn't come this far in your lives or through whatever your journeys in love have looked like up to this point in time just to come this far, just to kind of be on the brink of something more, and like, okay, that was great. So I have this connection with somebody that transcends everything that I've ever known, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to sit and think about this and, kind of like secretly sort of yearn for this person from afar. No, this is something that they don't want to sit in that energy. They don't want to dwell there. So this is somebody that is progressively, moving towards you at like a steady pace. It's not necessarily slow, but there's like a level of consistency here that it feels like is in accordance with their free will, but it's also, their higher self is sort of setting the tone of this in conjunction with your higher self. Like the two of you are sort of nudging each other forward to the place where it is the right moment, it is the right time, it is the right kind of frequency of experience with one another. We also have, I'm scared you will reject me. Yeah, so this person definitely gets nervous in your presence. They get very intimidated by the fact that it's almost like, is it too soon to celebrate? I think the love of my life is here. I think like my real love story is finally here, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to, get my hopes up only to be let down. So it feels like a big conversation needs to take place, or something more needs to happen in this situation before this person is going to, allow themselves to fully just surrender into it. But they really want to. They're really hoping that you'll be open to what they have to say. That the feelings that they want to express are going to be reciprocal and mutual. I also have, it can't get you off my mind. Yeah, so a lot of fantasizing, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of just kind of sitting immersed in this energy of bliss, and kind of like, okay, good. So I must have done something right, even in all the kind of things I did wrong in terms of love or in my life in general, because here I am in this moment, and I'm standing on the precipice of something wonderful with this amazing human being. And this is something that it feels like is a big blessing for them at this particular point in time. Again, like, you're the highlight of their day. They look forward to experiences with you, moments with you, and this is somebody that kind of wants to make the most of each moment and wants to have like more experiences with you. We also have, I'm secretly in love with you. Yeah, so they may be getting ready to confess that, let you know, tell you directly, express themselves, or something that is like a sweet and romantic gesture that can kind of like steer the connection in the direction of that. Like, okay, we've been getting to know one another in just kind of a platonic way, or, we've had some distance between the two of us, but now I want to cozy up with you. Now I want to get closer. Now I want to start to be very romantic. I want to show you the way in which I love, and unique ways that I'm sort of trying out as far as these love languages are concerned, because this is something that this person wants to continue to kind of feed into this experience. They want to continue to sort of soak up all of this harmony that they feel with you. This is somebody that is not afraid of love. They're not afraid of saying I love you. They're not afraid of falling in love. This is something that, again, it's like wish fulfillment. It's like, I've wanted to fall in love, not just that I want a lover or I want somebody here with me, but I have wanted to fall in love. I've wanted to know what that experience of not just loving someone or being loved by someone, but being in love with another person. Both of us mutually having this exchange back and forth that is multidimensional, that, grows and expands and becomes something more than we have ever understood that love could be. And they are having that experience with you in the here and now. And so it feels like this is somebody who is very excited about the future and very motivated to continue to, kind of take action-oriented steps towards you at this time. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.